with yourself, you can provide impeccable patient care and allow the way in a way that allows the patients to remain in integrity with themselves. And by doing that, you will have a practice of your dreams where you are incredibly personally as well as professionally satisfied, and your patients are going to be incredibly satisfied and supportive of your practice. Mm. So the last thing we will do is a little bit of a review of all the material, but that's the way the program is actually laid out.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. It sounds like you've really done your homework in terms of learning how people learn and taking patient education to a whole other level, from a whole other perspective. So it sounds awesome.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I guess I know you like to keep the numbers kind of small with these seminars.
Ideal class size is 25.
Okay, and then maybe talk a little bit about that. Is that just because that's the best way you found that people retain the information, or the interaction, like the learning style, has to be that way?
Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. What happened is I actually knew that was the case before I knew why it was the case. I knew that if I had a class more than 30 people, I would not have the ability to create the learning that I was looking for and the people that participated. Mm-hmm. And so there is now research that has established that even in high schools, even in colleges, if you have a class that has between 15 and 35 people, that class, everyone in that class will do well. Yeah. If you go beyond 35 people lose, they get driven. And so it's like nobody does as well in a class over 35. Nobody does as well in a class under 15 because there isn't the ability for the group to develop a group dynamic and love and support each other. Mm-hmm. And so, I knew that was the case before I knew why that was the way it is. Right. But yeah, I don't do these for more than 35 people. I don't like to do them for less than 15.
Yeah.
So there's a magic number of 25 that's an ideal class size.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
It's fine by me. I think it's probably a little harder to fall asleep in the back of the room if you're in a room with 25 people, right?
Yeah, you're right there exposed to everything. Right?
Right. Yeah, and you're held accountable in a certain way. That's cool. I like that.
And again, you're going to be present to the interactions people are having, and because I'm having you work with another person in the class environment.
Right.
Then I can say, okay, are you getting this? Not getting this? Is there something that would help you get this? So, yeah. But even in the opening, I'm going to go through a number of things. John Gardner's frames, which is a theory of multiple intelligences, is way beyond learning styles. Mm-hmm. And so, everybody learns in a different way. So this program is now integrated all 9 of the multiple intelligences as a way to learn.
Wow.
Okay. And so there will be, if you have a learning style, it will be included.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, I'm real big on outcomes. So
yeah.
If you come to this program, and I will almost guarantee you that anyone you talk to about this program will tell you it has made the biggest difference of anything they've done.
Every single person I've talked to already has already said that. And they said that they could take the information that you gave them and apply it the very next day in whatever they were doing, just because the principles are so, universal that you can just kind of transfer them over.
Yes, and it is very specific to the founding principles of chiropractic.
Yeah.
It is a way to honor that universal and innate intelligence in your life and in other people's lives, and still provide care for them in a way that you can give them another choice other than to live a life of intervention.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. I know you mentioned without having, you said educating patients or empowering them in a way that answers their questions without having to do, a 2-hour lecture or a 1-hour group lecture. What's your opinion on the group doctors reports that have you tried them in the past? Have you had success, limited success?
Yeah, you can do that, and I'll give you a second example. As part of our little marketing piece that we do on the Taking Care of People, we do a dinner with your doctor. We do it every other month. We have a real nice restaurant where we have about 9 or 10 things on a pre-planned plan menu. People come in, they can circle those. But in our Dinner with Your Doctor, we do a 7 to 8 minute program, and we convert 80% of the guests to being a new patient in the first week.
Wow.
Okay, and so there's ways to actually introduce what it is that we have to offer to people in a way that they can get it and act on it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that answered your question. Did it miss it or did it hit it?
Yeah, well, it sounded like you said that you can do these things, but maybe that you don't yourself subscribe to the concept of a group doctor's report, or trying to host these lay lectures in your office, perhaps, or do you do those individually?
Yeah, I've done those in the past, and it's a great thing. You can usually charismatically inspire a lot of people to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But what does your retention look like a year later? What does your retention look like 2 years later? And you can constantly be pumping the practice, or you can just take really good care of the people that are there and they don't go away.
Right.
And so I'm a little bit more in that second camp than I am in the first camp.
Right.
But again, not only will you talk to people that have taken my program and will have really high marks for it, people that have been in my practice, same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not just about, me facilitating your future in chiropractic, but it's about taking care of people.
Yeah.
And when you come to this program, we're going to take care of you.
Right.
I mean, that's pretty much the way it occurs.
Yeah, and I get that feeling, being the fact that I'm the only person here tonight, and you've taken the time out of your day and your schedule to talk to me. So it's very appreciated. The empathy.
So again, my recommendation now is to you're going to have some people that'll probably watch this, and maybe next time we'll have a half a dozen people.
Yeah.
And again, the thing is, have people ask me questions.
Sure.
Like right now, you're in the clinical experience at school, right?
Yep.
All right. I can probably tell you that communicating chiropractic to people in that clinical experience for you is like stumbling through ecstasy.
Okay.
You got me?
Sure.
Yeah. And what would it be like if you take this class and on Monday morning you could go in and clean all that up in just a matter of minutes?
Yeah, that'd be great.
See, that's the key to success is most of the people that I have people that have taken this program that have been in practice 15 years, and they said if they would have taken it 15 years ago, it would have saved them 15 years of experience.
Yeah.
I have people that have been in this program been in practice 30 and 35 years, and say that if they would have taken this class coming out of school, it would have saved them anywhere from 5 to 20 years of experience.
Wow.
And so, again, you can fumble through life and figure all these things out on your own, or I can just kind of shine a light on your path and help you move down the path.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Let's see. Shoot, I had one more, but it escaped me. Gosh. Nope, forgot it. Anyhow.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I'm excited, and I definitely appreciate the approach that you're taking with these seminars, and the fact that it's so small kind of speaks to that as well, where it's just, the quality is really what you're chasing and not necessarily, a means to make some money or, just get your name out there. Just, again, heard nothing but good things, so I look forward to it. I guess
the next program that we're doing is going to be in a place called Whitefish, Montana, and I'll tell you just a short story on how we got to Whitefish. There's a man that practices there that did this class as a student at Palmer in about 2005. So he's been in practice now 10 years, and recently he wanted to go to California and do some surfing as a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
So he signed up for my Los Angeles program. So he came out and was doing his surfing and did my Los Angeles program, which is basically Friday night at 5 to Saturday night at 6 at about 8:30. Mm-hmm. And he got home, and on Tuesday he called me up and he said, "You're coming to Whitefish to do one of your programs?" And I said, "Really?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Okay." And so I started checking airfares, and I have to tell you, I can fly to Europe and back cheaper than I can go to Whitefish, Montana.
Oh God.
It's up there in that Glacier National Park area.
Yeah.
Airfares are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, I can go anywhere in Latin America cheaper than I can go to Whitefish.
Yeah.
So I called him up and I said, you know what? I don't know if I can afford to come to Whitefish. And he said, you know what? I've got 4 staff people, and if I had to bring all of my staff to your next program, it would cost me more than $2,000 just to bring them. He says, I will pay you $2,000 myself and enroll 15 people in this program for you to come. And I said, okay.
Nice.
So anyway, we're going to Whitefish, Montana, and this is going to be one of those programs where there are going to be people in this program that have been in practice 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And these are some real successful chiropractors.
Yeah.
But again, they're just looking for ways to implement some new ideas and new communication skills and new relationship skills, just tweaking things about taking care of people, which is, again, what I offer people is how do you make the most impact on the people that you take care of? And, you know, this is not called business success. This is not called inspire your patients. This is not how to do patient lectures. This is taking care of people. This is how do you really take care of them and take care of yourself at the same time.
So I remembered the question I had earlier, and that was, is there a point at which you would like students or attendees to be along in school and their clinical experience in order to attend these seminars, or is it the sooner the better? There's never, you know,
actually, the truth of to your question is the sooner the better.
Yeah.
This material will serve you as long as you're a part of chiropractic. And it will do that whether you're in your undergrad, whether you're in your first quarter or trimester chiropractic school.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's amazing to me. There is so much information in this program. And I have to tell you that, you know, I've been in the schools talking to students since 1984, classroom environments. And one of the things I learned years ago was that if I tried to talk to the middle of the class, no one could hear me. It insulted the smart people, and the people that weren't so bright couldn't hear me anyway. And so what I decided to do was talk to the top of the class. And I'm going to be real candid with you. That's what this program is for. If you're top of the class, you need to do this program.
Yeah.
And the sooner the better.
Yeah.
It's as simple as I can say it.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the smart and the strong, the people who are going to make the most difference, and I'm going to help them along.
Sounds awesome.
So yeah, any point, and there's another piece too that some people are confused by. You know, I've been an upper cervical practitioner since 1979, but I will tell you, you do not have to be upper cervical to benefit from this program.
Mm-hmm.
It does not matter how you take care of the spine. You can use this information and have a better personal and professional life in chiropractic as a result.
Yeah. I guess I wanted to mention that I've heard the content of these seminars being that it is just the Friday afternoon and then an all-day Saturday kind of thing. It's just very dense. There's not a whole lot of, you know, fluff or, I guess, you know, expendable kind of information. So I was wondering, since it is so dense, have you ever considered opening up to be like maybe 1 and 2 part seminars, or you like it the way it is, just kind of hitting it, you know, ground and pound, kind of get it all done in one seminar, and maybe refresh every year or so?
Well, my background in chiropractic happens to also include a lot of organizational work, and I've had a lot of personal development work personally, and so I do, at the end of the program on Saturday evening, I do a 1-hour presentation that I call Issues in the Tissues, and it really is about interference that's not chiropractic, and it's how some of these issues can actually stop us from living life fully. And so I do programs other than this one. So I do Taking Care of People, I do Issues in the Tissues, and I actually have another little company that's called Evolving Consciousness, where I do personal work and post-op consultations with people. So, I mean, I have a lot of things that I do, but this one is chiropractic. Okay. Taking Care of People is chiropractic, and I'm real clear that it's chiropractic, and some of the other things I do are not. So, I mean, I do leadership development work for groups and organizations. I do planning sessions for groups and organizations. all the time.